I was in Kennedy a compare kwa Agyapong anu ye free ni spokesperson ho akọ ama Dr. Muhammad Baumia ni nkofo bi a omu chire mu a ade se omo a na eputu spin on KUST student a ye stable no a omu susu se oye Kennedy a compare kwa Agyapong ne supporter o chire mu a ade se CCTV footages wo hodum including pictures a student na nka se twa saa nipa ye obewo omo se kan ene ka wotena mu de bai.
There are those Kwesi who have blamed you personally for spinning what happened to create an effect via what exactly happened. So people have argued, say, what led to Sekai Wono had nothing to do with the fact that the young man is supporting Kennedy Agyapong. Because of Sikabi Obi Cheya, Sikahun Tokwa, and the see and the buyer, and they attempt to spin it, say, or supporting Kennedy Agyapong. Some things you didn't do well and that you've thrown your party under the bus. Or react to saying,
Obi, I am the person acquainted to answer this. Now, let me first start with this premise that there's always an interest. Even in doing good, we do good to look good. And sometimes when people are making statements here, don't assume say a statement or no make it from just an objective angle. Okay, I can not issue by. I was among the few persons in the country against all us, Professor Koko Azare, H.Kwesi Prempe, Manasa Juremu, who was able to say that there is no judgment. And then I'll find them in. But when you stay true to your convictions, and nobody has been able to produce the judgment. I don't know. And what were you expecting? That the Awakora African, he came to support Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. We should keep quiet on that. Because of what? That's what I expected. And I came to say, the Awakora African, Nakorano became Mfokeke. It wasn't an MPP event. And we should not talk about it. We should make it not go unnoticed. Nobody should condemn it. Is that what people were expecting? And can I also quality? You will be part of the war, maybe he may want somebody to speak for. A private one is a kind of Busha or Nipa. And then my paper had no chance said, I'm quite equally. And he said, travel, now we believe it because I'm supporting A, B, C, D. Until we don't have a right to talk about certain things. We didn't lie that Spain. I made two posts. The first post, they say, a supporter of Honorable Kennedy Agyapong has been stopped. Insinuations in a special there and now spending Ben I'm spending yeah. It presupposed to say somebody and now made a candidate to do so. Secondly, is it in dispute? The Machoman were the one who did that. Kofi, you have reported from political spaces and political events. Do you think Machoman all of a sudden by themselves just to come and do what? They came there obviously on the invitation of politically exposed people who have interested. And if there is a clash between politicians and the students, now you say what we shouldn't talk about it because it's what.
I think they have not said, say, at least from what I've read on social media, no, they've not said, say, don't talk about it. But almost say, don't pin it down to the fact, say, or you can't support Tentini. I want to say kind.
No, but you see,
yes,
people had their own interpretation of what I posted.
Okay.
Our bottom line is that facts are sacred, comments are free. Well, he is a journalist. And I reference him and give due respect to him. Is it not the fact that the guy came to support Ken? Is it not the fact say a boy in the second 15 I won the second best 7 p.m. betting there? It is only for Honorable Kennedy Agyapong alcohol this in there. Is it not a fact so no one in the car could share the bills of the guy? Is it not a fact? So no there are 20,000 on Fanya Juma. Is it not a fact? Yes, Akurano. On one question in the podcast say Akurano hospital bills even post for free discharge and Nababu Befa. And so how will you say that this guy is not a supporter of Ken?
It's also a fact, sir. It's also a fact, sir. A Sikachehu Manson at this time nearby. That is also.
Let me explain to you.
Okay.
Let me explain to you. I was there. Nobody has said you reports Lamote.
Okay.
And I've been part of the process. Now yesterday.
Okay.
I did not only go to the hospital. I'm a call, baby, police station, Kwano, where they call report 2 cases. First of all, what are Metro men doing at Thank You Tom? I didn't the Metro men for you. Secondly, Metro men, the car van full, but every day, at the end of free sure, I take other tip by Bayra market. Now, this is my point. The main point that I'm raising. They are obviously we know said Dr. Baumia will contest, Ken will contest. Who doesn't know in this country say you acquire political events that we do political mobilization for the optics. Indeed, Dr. Baumia ba ya ba so. Then so by ya ba so. Then me wo yi ba so quickly some MPs whose name I will hold him and as a boy flat shadow obuje ja ho ye dey ono mo enfri ho. Boy say so mo enfri ho mo na say party for. Omo ye test call for. So it became like and when that happens, ordinarily, the security then takes charge. And the security then, let me state on record, there was no police officer there. These are private security people will be at the AUSO. Security by Becca boys record. Now, after the event, and the said there has been stabbing up. And this is the account that the guys gave when I personally, including Honorable Agyapong, went to the police station. What am I say? Ebra, no more air. Omunfiri wono gbe na wode se kan wo omo no epeja na tade uti no peja na tade no he was able to display or showcase a gun to them, and he would show gun to them when you had confrontation with them at the auditorium. Then coincidentally yamo musica, nobody be sure say more musica, but don't let us also spin it and pin it for the wrong to become the right. Yamo musica. Then the Metro men went to seize the money. But ask yourself, which reasonable Metro man will drive to a place in a Toyota Haze bus, anticipate, say, and then wait to snatch the money? Don't you reasonably think, as a lawyer says, they snatch the money from the guys just to create a scene so that they can have a basis? Even when you snatch it, you gave warning shots, and that is captured in the police report of which me I was there. You then pursue them to the extent that we have the award. So people should give us a break by saying, say, people have even said, say, a young Kurana and a cool amongst almost Anna, or they disagreed, no, now let me ask you. These are usually in Kolaba programs, only about 50 to 60. About 60 people came for an event. They disagreed on money. Bako the second or Bako, and up till now they've not been able to produce a Krakra or the second one. They don't know him. You think students will do that? University students. In any way, I have a news for you. What they need Pakra or the second or mono a picture. A Koma police. They took a picture of the guy. Secondly, what people are saying, there is a CCTV footage that will also come out, and we'll see who is telling the truth. They were able to take the car number, the vehicle number. Boys, no, these are the money. So when people sit there, lay claim, unfortunately, nobody verifies, and even the media corroborate those claims and publishes him. And then the young person who has stayed true to his principles and says, I'm going to throw the party under the bus, and he is causing more problems. That it will be to the jury out there. But mind you, Akurana Obi, Akurana, he will speak. Yeah. They will also speak. The CCTV footage is also there. It is also there. The picture of the guy or Mucha also is also there. It is with the police. The Toyota, he is car now, white one or Muya, the number AS594323 no, it's 2023 registered to white Toyota here's minivan. This is also there. I'm also trying the picture. So when people rather say I'm a spending story, I don't get it. I see that people may have their interest, or people have just refused to verify, or maybe people just are so interested in not knowing the truth. Okay. And for me,
Toyota Haze na de Machoman ne buy no. And now Machoman is a part of our private security na wo kan ho asem na.
Obi, ma menka some show. It die started or the Western region.
Yes.
Yeah, and that started me who Machoman be out. Me kan quite so. to be very fair to all sides. Dr. Baumia, everybody gas and the security in the Mumina, a patent here, or ban up the body FA in the Mubwa. A Kudusudi, honorable credit, appointed one in him. They were not part of us. Yanni said to me, let me tell you, even there are even instances, if you go to Shell Hotel, you could be a way could do another way could do. You don't have problems. These are guys of Kumasi and Guane, they have never been part of us. Indeed, when I state the fact that nobody should cast a face and say, I want to draw anybody in. But for what interest?
Yeah, but were they there on the invitation of any either Momo camp and answer the Baumia camp and the national executives that you are mobile?
To be very honest, I can speak for ourselves.
Okay.
Honorable Ken, any team has never invited them. We don't know them. And it will even not be logically consistent and defy all manner of reasonability. Say, the people who came from our camp will stab our guys. What I say, I invite you, will still stab our guys. But reasonably, other people or other person could have invited. But let me state on record, Obi. It will be very dishonest on my part. But we know, say, sometimes the supporters of even the leaders, can go haywire and go extreme. So when this happens, what are we shying away from? We take responsibility, condemn it, and treat it as a crime. But I am saying, because you are saying that all Spain out to be so, Spain out to once a day.
Oh, okay. And see, when you made the first post, say, a student supporter of Kennedy Agyapong has been stabbed, no? You did that with the intention, say, the SC and I will report, just stating the fact, with no intent at creating mischief. And I said that post, no, was not laced with any form of malice, right?
Obi. Aside Obi construe no with a malicious intent. No. And she said, do we dispute say a gentleman has been stabbed? No. And she make a team of our supporter has been stabbed. I do not have a right to talk about. But let me throw it on the other side. Assuming without admitting, say, my Dr. Baumia beton your man. That will be this account will be. Would other people have a right to report him? And I know if I want to there is no mischief lays on it. Why will I do that? Or on my own party? Let me pursue say, and please let me say this on record. Let us also not create an impression, say, there are some people within our party, they are second-class citizens in the party. They did same to Alan, and it's almost sticked. Oh, you made any point you are against the party? All because you don't support one person. You need to make that baby call. I quite the baby piano, the Michelle Boste, the BDH, the Dr. Baumia Bar, many first person, the campaign manager. You are the by Champo Bar, Doctor, me and the media anymore. My former boss of I am a boss. Dr. Duchu, you had never me and the media anymore. Me did Kennedy Agyapong TCC honorable. Because me the did it to be to my to me. You had never message anymore. Any of you.
The other thing is that for areas now, Makunyina on this thank you tour, no, leading persons in the party, almost supporters, I know, say, party executives, and a muko shiawon ada omoase, enti student ebeshi jamane sanyamano, usual from regions now, Makunyina.
Obi, say, I don't know, I'm not. Let me and that I kind of crunch here for say. This game, the optics is also necessary. So, and Obi our strategy for the day. May I won't mention baby crop. But you could do baby amongst executives no more honor. Yeah, but Dr. Baumia introduce you know about budget so. Yeah, but honorable Kennedy Agyapong on budget fairness on budget so. There were constituency executives almost all catch almost on top. Nobody should get up. So, and when you are moving forward, now we say, oh, a higher baton conform. These are people we may not even know in the party. I shall be a loyal ladies at Ade, and I shall be a party at Ade. You know, be Johnny Aboy to create an impression as soon as they are not been changed. Maybe all of them conform pen as a man. There is also nothing wrong when students are Honorable Agyapong come just a month ago. Tescom people made a donation of 20,000 Ghana to them, cities to them. Also pledged to be a lifetime patron to them. Also decide about a third party event in Jomo Baho. So at every point, it's so open, even though it's executives. Ordinary NPP people also come there. Executives they know about our tag. So we appreciate and anticipate everybody. Now quite the capacity open unity there. So in this you can know about our problem effect. Stand as our own boom, Nanka, police station phone in our back, no other message. If you ever know we baba, who say, radio Wabana, beer, I'm targeting him to say for one second. So when people really take so much on Sikano say no more cool Sikano, yes, no more cool Sikano. But what was the context and basis of no cool Sikano? Machoman Ben on it and Kwabe 50. And now Machoman Ben on it Kwabe 50. And the course 1,000 citizens. For what purpose? Not the bars on the ground over the banner. Who was said of Motogum? If I know don't buy or Bobote. If you want to buy it on the say, the kind of the buyer no come down or him. You come and fight over 1,000 cities. And you think that is a real story. Up to now, nobody has been able to produce, say, students to call this a kind of war. No? But we are all believing, say, these students be no more and after my back. One of the students, my dean or Muntin for or colleague in Empire. Hey, then I'm hearing you.
Anyways, in the year, because I know what he's here.
This year, I know because they, you come out, you're free, Confirmatory Hospital, NJ. Maybe you didn't watch a baby bigger KD. But maybe you're not honorable Ken, and that's a cry, and they run a bush for Ewa. Only on Munina Sasso, ever try baby D, and Osa and Yomoko Hospital to go and follow up. I saw a Gemma crying from my own free hat, and she or that's all hospital.
Say, Omuni Aquanin Free Hospital, I won't free or
Shama Krana, after a day, Agina. Na Dr. Frankas afei dia akora no akomodeni ede eyepa ansana buteki any step.
Now so far feedback on the amamo me chere from doctors no and say akora ne condition to saying
oh yeah ko na one so stabilize it. That is the word they use. So say almost God being so good no second na one of the war they refer no e fa liver na say enti e kakakre but the good news is and relevant and organ be but you rare follow you know when they say follow space
okay
and she ama and organ be that is the good news not upon the Maya they will say atempa
the decision to withdraw no is solely because of Sasekai war asemi
Obi Sebi Abu who's a party assembly. Acquires a basic panic in the Ahabai and 24 check castle by Nansafum. And no money be a par or car, who the young Sabede ever to home. Lemon and pray dear. The mechanic say, honorable Ken, a reasoner or the withdraw, one has to do with say, catching a one a second. And unti ama ultimately ensure the safety and protection of Yaya Kakwa identity. That's a bit akora or no free school mobile or no best support to be aware na man of some keke and they want to say kai. Na Yaya Kai idea gidi every day. Again, Osa cited the reason of in the best interest of the party. Because yes, I say his message has been on unity, peace, harmony, and unity. Emma Jimmy Cracker say young Gantia Ministry ma Mr. Foucault no money Alancha Matenu na de Emma on board. So he's been on unity. If it happens that the continuous presence with the team may pose any form of impediment, inconvenience, and a threat to anybody. To the extent to say it be a Sebi Abu, a which man result in the incident that we saw yesterday, which in any way is yet to be condemned by, all sectors. You know, if I say, you best to say primo, about telephone. Na Linia Penny Dr. Baumia, or also a trussel. The big children of one just won't mean trussel. But within the present moment, there, for peace to prevail and sanity should prevail. Na ente basa ebia na menteme kwa se bia no. Se bi oplan so aka on way. The person is on twene ho. Na sunjue dey emra. And I mean, after all consultations, he felt that was the best decision for himself and the team. And of course, very finally, okay, one of the reasons was Ademaya. As I indicated, said, I mean, everybody I want to say, I will support Togo. I want to say, now it's a better on Nambimbila, and there's a better on Namboko. I mean, sometimes it may not even be good symbolically. He felt it was in the right direction and in the light of wisdom. The trend no maso kaka na only out. Now with that time also the how but broadly the decision was taken for the broader in the broader interest of ensuring that the peace is message in our what preaching at least we will have to sustain the peace and the harmony message about preacher. No, na there's our got to say now imagine that be was a guy but you know Kofi before for na etc. I don't think it will go well for the party.
Apesi, mama na say, bibi ani e be se aba be din komo bio. Why?
That's what that.
Kwesi kwaten ene yete.